Hi, everyone. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning from wherever you're watching me from, or um, the particular location you're watching me from. You're welcome to today's live stream. Sorry. I had to come on live very late. I scheduled this live stream for 8 p.m., but I had a lot of things to do, so I couldn't meet up with the time. All right, so you're welcome to this live stream. And I just heard that Miss Universe is starting off in a few hours from now. Yes, the pageant is starting off in a few hours from now. I was thinking that it was going to be 1 p.m. Nigerian time tomorrow, but the way with what I'm seeing so far, I think it's going to be 2 a.m. Nigerian time. So this is about 9:49 here in Nigeria, 9:49 p.m. here in Nigeria. So let's have a few hours before the pageant, and I'm like, I wasn't expecting this. I thought the pageant was going to take place tomorrow, like tomorrow Nigerian time, like 1 p.m. Nigerian time tomorrow, but it's not. That's not the case right now. So quickly, let's just rush this live stream before it gets too late. So the topic says conflict of interest as more judges withdraw from the Miss Universe competition. As at yesterday, it was just two judges that withdrew from the competition, only for me to see it in the news again that another judge has withdrawn from the competition, making it three judges that have withdrawn from the competition so far. And it's cause for concern because I'm like, what is really happening, and why are these judges withdrawing, or why are they withdrawing from the competition? So each of them have what to say. Each of them have the reasons why they are leaving, or why they don't want to, or why they don't want to participate in the pageant anymore. So with the way I'm seeing things, I think it has to do with non lack of transparency. Lack of transparency is one of the reasons why the judges are leaving. Another reason is conflict of interest. I heard that allegedly, I'm not sure about it, but allegedly I heard that one of the judges is dating one of the contestants. Okay, I don't want to mention names, but it's all over the internet that one of the judges is dating. It's in a relationship with one of the contestants. So there's conflict of interest there. You can't be a judge and you are dating a contestant. It does not make sense. Okay, so that's one of the reasons why I think most of the judges are leaving. And also, like I said before, there was an ad hoc committee, a prejudging committee that was chosen by the Miss Universe organization without the notice of the judges, of the main judges. So now that committee's duties is to um is to pick the top 30. So the judges at this point are not the ones to pick the top 30. So now what they are saying now is that the judges will now pick their top 30 from the list of the ad hoc judging panel. So that ad hoc judging panel are the ones that will now select the number of contestants that the judges are going to pick from. So the judges are not going to be autonomous in their own decision. So they are going to make that decision based on what the judges have chosen. So if your name is not on that ad hoc list, that means you're not going to be chosen by the judges. You understand? So that is one of the reasons that a judge gave as um, why he or she is leaving. He or she is withdrawing from the pageant. So it's a lot, guys. It's a lot. It's a lot of things that's really going on. But I'm going to be reading out most of the reasons why the judges withdrew from the competition. Okay, before we now talk about our crown alert and the persons or the countries that we feel they are strong contenders. Okay, coming from the African region. I've already talked about my prediction for the African region. So this is just a general prediction from the other regions, from Asia, Europe, and Latin America, and also from the Caribbean and Oceania as well. So just stay tuned and don't go anywhere, okay? Stay tuned and just in the live stream, please. I'd like to hear what you say about what is currently going on in Miss Universe, and if this particular news is going to affect the outcome of the final results, because definitely I feel it's going to affect the outcome. So, anyways, let me talk about. Let me Okay, so first of all, okay, so I in my last live stream, I think I talked about the two judges that have left. So now, they said the president of the Miss Universe Selection Committee, Princess Camille de Bonbon, okay, Del Du Cecil, her name is very long, has dropped out of judging just 2 days before the international pageant is to take place in Bangkok, Thailand. Musician and former judge Omar Hartford tells people, read, okay, all right. So what they're saying now is that the third judge has left. Like I told you guys, three judges are no longer going to take part in the judge in the competition because of malpractice and lack of transparency. So, according to one of the judges that left, Omar Harford, he said the judges were allegedly expected to choose only from a pre-picked top 30, not the full 136 delegates. Okay, so I mentioned this before. And he also said the unofficial panel allegedly included individuals with personal ties to contestants, including someone responsible for tabulating votes and managing results. So now they are saying that this committee or this of unofficial panel of judges that were chosen, they included individuals that had personal ties with the contestants. Like I said, one of the judges is actually dating a contestant, and also most of the judges are the ones in charge of tabulating votes, which is very wrong. You can't be tabulating the vote and you are a judge. It's not possible. The votes are coming in from what you guys remember that we are all voting for our candidates. Okay, so if you are a judge, you're not supposed to be tabulating the votes coming from the public. It's there's a conflict of interest there. And as a judge, you're not supposed to be dating one of the contestants. So if they found out that this particular judge is dating a contestant, they would have removed him immediately. That's what they ought to have done instead of leaving him the committee. Okay, so that's one of the reasons why some of the judges left, because this is this is not a transparent process at all. All right. So the third reason that the judges left was that he refused to. Okay, okay, no, the judge said that he refused to participate in what he called a fake situation, adding that contestants' destiny was being manipulated. Harford added that he has spent 3 months composing music to show, but will no longer perform. Okay, I think I talked about it last time. All right, so now what he's saying now is that there's a lot of things that are happening behind closed doors that we don't know about, and if peradventure this is actually true, allegedly, if it's true, it means that the whole entire selection process is already um sabotaged, and it's not we're not going to get a full or a transparent result tomorrow. That's what it means. So probably the results that we're going to be hearing, or the top 30, is probably a rigged top 30. So probably the contestants that are going to make the top 30, most of them are not, or were not actually deserving to be in the top 30. That's what it means. Because right now they're saying that the judges or the judging format this year is kind of very, very confusing and very, you know, somehow. So now what it means now is that with what is going on right now, it means that they've already selected the top 30 before the preliminary competition. So that preliminary competition that we watched was just like a let them just do a competition and go move ahead onto the finals, because with what we are hearing so far, they had already chosen the top 30 before the preliminary competition, which is very wrong. And according to what she said, some of the contestants are really devastated after completing their final rehearsal, believing that the preliminaries will determine their standing, which is wrong. She said, okay, she thanked Hartford for standing up for integrity. And I feel like most of the judges that left, they are not happy with the situation. They feel like, as a judge, you need to be autonomous in your decision. In as much as the organization have a right to also influence the decision of the judges, but at the same time, they need to give them that space, give them that freedom to choose who merits to be in the top 30. Because right now it seems that that top 30 is not going to reflect the transparency of this competition. Allegedly, I'm not saying that is what is happening, but with what we've seen so far, with the judges that are pulling out of the competition, with the judges that have pulled out of the competition, it shows that this top 30 is going to be, it's not going to reflect the transparency or the true, um, the true decision of the judges. So whoever it is or whoever makes the top 30 might not have merited it, but because that they have a with one of the judges, or probably because the prejudging committee like them, they can now include them in the top 30. Because I can imagine when a contestant is dating a judge, the judge will apparently or will be forced or will be under the, how would I put it, will be forced to include whoever is dating into the list, because of course he's biased and he's not thinking straight. So whether she merited it or not, it doesn't matter as long as his love interest is in the top 30, which is very wrong. I don't want to just give it to the, yeah. Use it. So which is very very wrong. Okay, so at this point, I feel like with what's going on, this year's Miss Universe is going to be marked by a lot of controversies. But I don't want to conclude yet until we get to see the final top 30 tomorrow. So that will determine a lot of things. If actually the persons that made the list, if they actually merit, to make that list. Okay, so that is it for the information on the judges that have resigned or that have withdrawn from the competition, rather. All right, now let's go into the competition proper. For me personally, I feel like this year's competition is very stiff. In as much as it's been marred with a lot of controversy, I feel like most of the contestants really put in their hard work, and I want to believe that the judges or the main judges, will make a very very I want to believe that judges will make a good decision tomorrow. Because for me personally, I'm not in support of having um, two ad hoc committees, or rather having two judging panels in a particular pageant. It does not make sense. It does not really make sense. If at all what the organization did is true, it doesn't make sense, because if you have chosen somebody to be a judge, then let them know that they are autonomous, and these are the criteria that you need to choose a particular contestant. You can't choose a separate panel of judges and expect the main judges to now select their top 30 based on what the other panel of judges that are not even known by the judges, that are not known, I just came from somewhere, that are just unofficial judges, to now select the top 30. It doesn't make sense. But anyway, like I said, let's wait for the results, the official results tomorrow before we conclude. Okay. Now coming into the crown alerts. Yes, I have done my crown alerts. our strong contenders from the African region. So I'm going to be talking about the other regions as well. So I'll start with the Asia region. So hope I'm fine. I'm fine, thank you. He said, "Hey," he said, "I'm struggling with time. Oh, I said too much teeth." I'm just sorry. I'm just reading you guys' comment. Oh, sorry, 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 sorry. Let me read your comments. Sorry, guys. Let me read your comments. Benjamin Hamilton said too much teeth. I'm telling you, all the judges, only God knows what's going to happen tomorrow. With all the judges that have resigned or withdrawn, that means the remaining judges are corrupt. The remaining judges are corrupt. And I heard that, like I said, one of the judges is dating a contestant. So only God knows what is going to happen tomorrow. Miss Criticizer, how are you doing? Yeah, I say hi, sis. Hey, I'm struggling with time. Oh, like seriously, the time is what I'm just concerned about. The time for the pageant. I heard it's 2 a.m. Nigerian time, so it's just a few hours from now. So I hope I'm fine, thank you. I'm doing great. And you, how are you doing? I did not see your videos this time around. Why didn't you post? You didn't talk about the prelims and your final predictions. He said black not getting a fair chance. Exactly. Because the only black judge we had, that's Claude Makelele, he has resigned. He withdrew. Is he resigned? I would say. Is he resigned? I be withdrew. He withdrew from the competition. So obviously, it is clear that that's the only black judge we had. And he has withdrawn. So it's clear that the African countries we are just at the mercy of the other judges. He said have been okay, but I've been having issues with my laptop. Oh, sorry, the video is coming up. Okay, I'm expecting those videos. So no wahala. The pageant is almost here. Oh. We just have few hours to the pageant. Me, that I was thinking that it's tomorrow afternoon. I didn't know that it's this morning. Wow. So um and now my final video is taking 3 hours to upload. Are you serious? Wow. Anyway, still upload them because we want to watch and see, your predictions as well. Anyway, I hope you fix it before the pageant starts. So for me, I've talked about the ones from the African region. So let me first of all start with Asia. For me in Asia, my top three is Philippines, Thailand, and India. Those are my predictions from the Asia region. Then from Europe, I have Netherlands, I have Portugal, and who else again? I don't think France will make it. France is popular, but I don't think she's going to make it. Um, for me personally, I think it's between Netherlands, Portugal, and I don't know, Spain. For me, Spain is not too strong this year, but I will just include her as part of my standouts as well. Then I think those are the three countries I'm looking at. Croatia is tall. She's quite tall. She has stage presence, but I feel like she's more into she has she should go for modeling. She should go for modeling. I'm not seeing her as a possible placement in Miss Universe. But let's see how it goes tomorrow. So for the Latin American countries, because the competition there is very stiff. Latin American and Caribbean, like seriously, I have about 10 persons, 10 countries to mention from there. But what I'm seeing online, a lot of persons are saying Venezuela she's gonna win. Persons are saying is between Venezuela and um Venezuela and Puerto Rico. Those are the two countries that are standing out from the Latin American countries. And also Miss Universe Latina. She's very beautiful. She's very strong as well. So Miss Universe Latina, um, Venezuela, Dominican Republic. Sorry, not Dominican Republic. No, Puerto Rico, Curacao. No, is it Curacao? No, sorry, not Curacao. What's that name again? Turks and Caicos. Turks and Caicos as well from the Latin American region. Argentina too. Argentina is very beautiful. I loved her prelims outfit. She was phenomenal. Chile as well. Chile is very strong as well. There's so many of them. There's so many. Colombia too. Colombia is very strong as well. So I think the standouts are coming. The bulk of the standouts are coming from the Latin American countries. They're coming from the Latin American countries. But let's see what happens. All right. So Miss Christina said Malta is also strong. Yes, yes, Malta, but she's not a satisfactory country. I've not really seen her as she's not that their country is not, they don't have a good record or good run in Miss Universe, but she can also make it as well. She can. I only reviewed the national costume and final productions. Okay. I'm anticipating your video. I'm waiting for that video. He said last year was better with time compared to this year because Mexico is behind with time. Exactly. Are you in Mexico? I thought you're in I thought when UK, because we and UK is just 1 hour difference. So probably the pageant might start maybe by 2 a.m. Nigerian time. Yes, 2 a.m. Nigerian time, 3 a.m. UK time. I think that is what I'm saying. So we're not going to sleep this night. We're not going to sleep this night though. Well, last year we also did. We watched it at night as well. Yeah, I remember I watched it at 1 a.m. or so to watch the show last year. But this year, my own problem now is where I want to watch the show this year. Which station is going to broadcast the show this year? Anyway, let's see how it goes, Sha. He said Caribbean definitely talks and Caicos, Guadalupe. Exactly. I'm missing Guadalupe. I know I was missing somebody. I was missing a country. Guadalupe is also part of my standouts. Talks and Caicos. Okay, I mentioned her as well. Trinidad and Tobago should be in top 30. I don't know about Trinidad and Tobago. Bolivia, Puerto Rico. I'm sure about Puerto Rico. I'm not sure about Bolivia. Brazil. I don't think she had a very strong preliminary performance. I was not a fan of her evening wear, but anyway, anything can happen. So I'm in UK. Okay, that means it's just 1 hour difference between Nigeria and UK. So probably it's between 2 a.m. and 3 a.m. That's when you watch it over there. I need to sleep. Well, I'm starting 7 a.m. with work. Oh, see, oh, really? Wow. How are you gonna do it now? If you're going to work by 7 a.m., how are you gonna do it now? And you can't stay up late too. You have to go to work. It's very important. I wish it was on Grand TV. I'm telling you, I was thinking Grand TV will show it too, but what I'm seeing so far, or what I heard, they said Grand TV is not going to show it. So I don't know. We'll just have to work with what the other pageant bloggers are going to stream on YouTube. So I know when I go to YouTube, I'm going to definitely see a channel that is streaming it live. So I'll watch it on YouTube. This week is crazy with work. Oh, I understand. I understand. It's not easy. Oh, it's kind of crazy here too. Meeting up with deadlines. He said, reading the Telemundo. Exactly. Shebi Telemundo that showcased last year's own. They paid. I remember you said you paid last year. I did not get to watch it. So that's why I didn't even bother to say I want to make any payment this year. Any station I see, I will watch it live on YouTube. I won't stress myself. I'll just wait and log into YouTube and look for those pageant bloggers that will stream it free for me. I won't stress myself to go and pay. Because after paying in their sites, you will not watch it. Yes, last year's one was fraud now. And did they refund the money last year? No, they did not refund the money. So definitely, I won't even advise you to go and pay. Pay to watch it. Don't pay. Say yes, so they scammed my ass for $15. You have to write a petition, though. Write a petition to Miss Universe to refund your money. They need to refund your money. Just imagine. This year, now what should refund the money that they paid this year? Because now what, now what is the one in charge of production, and they like money so much. So now what should be ready this year? So they funded me, but I had to file a complaint. Oh, okay, that's good. I'm happy about that. I'm happy that you got your money back. because I was like, wow, why would they do that? You know. Benjamin Hamilton said Nigeria is beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you for that compliment on Nigeria. It's gonna be a very stiff competition, guys. Like seriously, I'm so scared for the African countries, especially Olivia Yes, Olivia Yasi. I'm very scared for her because, like, the truth of the matter is she has been consistent. In fact, if you look at the other bloggers on Instagram, most of them have Olivia Yes in their top five, and I hope that it works that way for her. You know, she has put in a lot of hard work into this pageant, and if she doesn't make top five, it's going to be disastrous. So it's going to be disastrous. So Olivia, yes, I just feel for her because the amount of work she has put into this pageant, it might cause a mental breakdown if she doesn't place in the top five. Oh my god. Anyways, let's see how it goes. I just hope that this year that the top 30 reflects this transparency and reflects the hard work each of the ladies have put in. That is just my prayer for this year's pageant. Because with what we are seeing so far, the situation is quite messy. With the judges withdrawing, a lot of complaints here and there, and all that it's a very, very messy situation. So I don't know. The results that we're going to that results might reflect, either they rigged the whole process, or it's going to be a reflection of possible sabotage by the Miss Universe organization, because I can't understand why an organization will have two panel of judges. It does not make sense. It doesn't make sense because it shows that the official judges are just there to waste their time. And normally, if I'm going to be in their shoes, I will not even bother myself to judge the pageant that is just there to waste my time. I won't do that. So guys, let's see what happens. So for me, um, I feel like it's between the fact the competition is coming from the Latin American region. That's where this competition lies, because I don't know. I'm having a feeling that it's between Latin America and Asia. But some persons are saying that these last two contestants that might um sorry, the contestant that might be the last two standing is Thailand and Cote d'Ivoire. That they might be the last two contestants that are standing in for the to get the crown. So that is what I'm seeing so far on the internet. So persons are saying between Ivory Coast and Thailand, but I don't know. At this point, it's kind of dicey. I feel like India might just take one of the spots of either Thailand or Philippines, because India is coming in strong as well. A lot of persons are just pushing her to the sidelines, but I see her coming in strong. She might take either the chance of maybe Philippines. I don't know. It's quite dicey. But from the African region, I think Olivia Yates is the only contestant that can get to the top five. She's top five material. So from there, I don't know. I just wish her good luck today, because I don't want her to end like the way Ghana ended in Miss Grant. After the whole hyping, she did not get to the top two or top three. It's gonna be very painful, because according to what I heard, the format for this year's pageant is top 30. From top 30, they will break down to top 12. From top five, from top five, top three, and the winner will be announced. Let's keep our fingers crossed and see who makes. Hopefully, I I'm saying I know it's not possible. I wish Equatorial Guinea would place. Equatorial Guinea, I'm not sure about Equatorial Guinea. Although she gave a very strong performance, but I think the hairstyle is kind of outdated and might be the reason why she, will not place. And also, I don't know. It's dicey for me. I don't see her as one of the strong contenders at all. But she gave a very good performance in the prelims, no doubt. But I don't see her placing in the top 30. I don't see her placing. I think Angola is another country that might take her spot because I didn't mention Angola. Angola was not in my top five, but Angola is also bubbling up. She's in my top 10 list. So definitely Angola might take the spot of Equatorial Guinea. If I'm to choose, I would choose Angola over Equatorial Guinea. That's just it. Sorry to say this, but I'm not really feeling. Her styling is not bad, but I don't know. I'm not really feeling her overall performance in terms of styling, but for the catwalk, for stage presence, she has it. But I still felt like, she should have done better in the prelims competition. Yeah, so that is just my own reservations about Equatorial Guinea. I said Miss Jamaica has not been lucky. She arrived late due to hurricane, and now she's hospitalized after falling. Are you serious? Oh yes, yes, I saw it. I saw it that she was hospitalized. She fell off the stage, and when I saw that video, I was like, "It's not fair at all. It's not really fair on Jamaica." I didn't even know she came in late. I didn't know she came in late, and now she's passing through, something. I heard she's doing well. She was her bone wasn't fractured, or she didn't get a major injuries like that. So she should be back in time for the finals. I just hope she's back in time for the finals. But when you fall like that, it's kind of dicey. Because of the maybe probably how she fell. You know how I don't know. I just wish her quick recovery. I pray she's able to bounce back to the competition. All right. Said I'm scared for Nigeria with all her hard work. I hope she places. Well, for Nigeria, she did very well in the prelims. In as much as she did very well, I'm not. Anyway, she's in my top contenders, but it's a dicey one. Even if she doesn't place, I will understand because there's a lot more countries this year that gave a very very superlative performance. So she just gave an average performance. I just rated that average because I feel like I don't know, the stage presence is actually lacking. Mm. In as much as the gown is okay, it's fine, but you need to have that stage presence so that when you come out stage, you command, that that energy, that stage energy is not there. That's the only issue with Nigeria. But I think she did very well in the swimsuit and the evening wear. So but I was not really a fan of that evening wear because it's just the slit at the middle is just too much. She would have done better. But all the same, she really tried. I wish her all the best. He said, okay, Jamaica has not. Okay. Anyway, guys, what do you think? Who are your favorites to win? Because for me personally, I feel like it's between Latin America and Asia. This in this year's pageant is between the two of them, the two continents rather. So let's keep our fingers crossed. In a few hours from now, the finals will begin, and we will now select. They will now select the top 30. I think the top 30 will come out in swimsuits. After swimsuit, the top 12 uh will now come out in their evening wear. After the top five or top so after top 10 we have top five in the Q&A, and from the Q&A, the first Q&A, they will now pick the top three, and the final result will be called. Okay, so that's how the format is going to be this year. So obviously all our hands should be on deck and pray for our dearest countries. He said Cabo Verde and Ghana have been disappointed. Oh my God. Anyway, it's not like, each country and their own peculiarity, and for some reasons I feel like Ghana has not really gotten to that point where he sent delegates that are really really deserving. They only send delegates that are foreign based, and I think it's becoming a norm in Ghana. So I don't have anything against Miss Ghana. I think she's great. She speaks very well. She's eloquent, but at the same time, she's not. I don't know. I don't know. There's something off about her. Her national costume was very disappointing. I was not really a fan of that costume at all. She didn't put in the effort, and I think in the swimsuit in the evening wear, she didn't put in a lot of effort at all. So that's why she's not amongst my standouts. In fact, she's not even among my top 10. She's not even among my top 10. Angola is in my top 10. Zambia is in my top 10. Rwanda is my top 10. And a host of others too. So why not to make my top 10? For Ghana not to make my top 10, she didn't really give her all at all. Give her all. She would have just, I don't know how Ghana chooses their reps, but I think they need to do better, because at least we had better reps than her in previous years. So I don't know what happened to Ghana this time around. But anyways, I'll end the live stream very soon. Thank you all for joining me today. Yes, and I know a lot of you want to go and rest before the grand finale starts. Okay, so let's go and rest, and I think I'll come on live after the grand finale, because I don't think I can stream at that early. Stream the go on live that early. It's 2 a.m. I don't want to go on live, so I won't stop the rest of my household. So what will happen now is that I will come on live after the competition, so that we can discuss what really happened and how far all the contestants were able to, you know, how they were able to. All right, how they were able to wow the judges. Okay, so let's keep our fingers crossed, and I'll see you guys later after the finals. Okay, so wish them all the best. I wish the African countries all the best of luck, and then whatever happens tonight or tomorrow morning rather, whatever happens tomorrow morning, we will take it as it is. But we just hope that there's transparency in the judging format, or the way they're going to judge the girls this year. And with all the controversy that's surrounding the whole thing, I just hope that the judges do the right thing. Okay, that is just my own major concern. They should do the right thing and choose a worthy candidate at the end of the day. That is my own major concern. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate you. Miss Criticizer, thank you so much for coming on the show. Um, Benjamin Hamilton, thank you so much for coming on the show. David John, thank you so much for coming on the show. And I'm going to see you guys tomorrow, hopefully after the finals. Okay. That's it for today. So if you have any other addition to what I just said or what I just discussed, if you want to contribute, please, you have about 5 or 10 minutes to do that before I end the live stream. Okay, so we can all go and rest before the grand finale. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'll see you all later today. Sorry, later tomorrow. Okay. Good night, everyone, and have a nice day. Bye.